And welcome back to my Minecraft. Now, before I get started, please do not forget to like and subscribe. It'd be great if I could get my numbers up. So I have been digging and digging and digging a lot. So I've been pretty busy when it comes to doing things. But we haven't been able to do much or upload anything yet because our internet has been out for a few weeks now. It comes and goes in waves. So I'm working on what I can when I have internet. So once we have our full internet back, I'll be able to completely upload everything. So you're probably wondering why I have this massive yellow hole. So we are going to be trying out a new sheep farm, and Augustus is going to hopefully build it up sometime this weekend. And hopefully I'll be able to be on when he does that so I can kind of show you guys what he's doing. Even made some easy water elevators to get to the bottom so we're not having to constantly use our elytras to get up and down. So it makes it really easy. And yes, it looks like I'm floating over the ground. This is what the black glass looks like. Um, so it looks like I'm higher, if that makes sense. It looks like I'm floating. But so he's going to come through and hopefully do every layer with glass to try and help deter mobs and stuff like that and get the sheep farm up from what we've been doing. Because right now we've only had just a single sheep farm and then the random sheep down on the other area. We don't really have a full sheep farm yet. And with all of us doing a massive build together and then going about our own ways separately later, we're going to need a lot more. Well, a lot more. And right now, this guy's dyed black with the black dye. So it would be nice if we could have multiple colors. So I think we're going to do white, black, red, and blue for sure. And then I will also get this replaced. And this will also get torn down at some point in time. I'm also looking to shrink my big machine there because I apparently did it too high and so nothing's catching. So I'm going to be working on that here momentarily. But another thing that I also did, I just got done doing this. I dug out, there's two chunks here, and I dug them both out. This is the skeleton farm area that Augustus already had set up previously. But I took it all down except for the spawner, cleared all this out, and then built a new one. It's nothing fancy like what he normally does. This is just your simple, hey, spawn, go in a hole. I'll get myself right in here. Go ahead and eat. And I've got, everything is, no spawn proof, except for inside there. And you can hear them start to spawn. So basically, it's just your regular standard one where they're going to spawn in, they're going to fall down this little chute, and then I will kill them. Oh, come on. I heard you. And it's not the best of spawn rates quite yet. I think once we can actually let it go for a little while, might have Augustus come through with some sort of an AFK killer. We'll see how that goes, but I also made these little steps down here, and I've got a long storage system that Augustus will be working on later. I'm not the best at storage systems, so I do the best I can. And just put whatever I can together, and then Augustus comes through and fixes whatever I've messed up in the end. Now, yes, I could have let these guys drop a little bit farther and got a little bit more damage, but I'm not too worried. I've got mending on all of my stuff, so I could smack them once he dies, the XP comes to me and it'll repair. So I'm not really too concerned about all of this right now. So yeah, and you can't see inside. So except for up top there, it is tinted glass. That's what the tinted glass looks like. I think I may need to speed up the water, maybe. I don't know. Augustus will look at it later and tell me what I did wrong. But I like having the extra hoppers just for those, if you get a big bulk of them and the items go flying everywhere. It's always nice so you're not lagging out one hopper to collect with them all. To have the extra hoppers for spares. So that's one thing that I've been working on as well. Like I said, I actually just got this done, so it's nothing that's been sitting here for a while or anything. So I've just been keeping myself busy. Seriously, really? Oh, there was two of them. That's why I was having troubles. I think the longer I stand here, the more it's gonna build up. But I don't want them to get too crazy right now. So the other stuff that I've been working on, besides getting everything there taken care of, is I moved that chunk loader so he'll be able to load in our crops and everything, or the sugar cane and stuff right away. But let me go ahead and get back to the castle. And it does take a minute, again, for things to load in on our world. I think part of that right now, especially, is our internet lag. Um, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I wish that we had better internet right now, though. So hopefully I'll at least get a credit for not having the internet usable the whole time. I don't know. We'll see. Come on. Okay, so the other thing that I was working on, as you guys can see, is the maps. I personally flew through all of these maps before our internet went out, and I was working on expanding it. I think I have that map actually. Yes, I do. Okay, so I was working on expanding the maps and making everything look much better. So if you look, there's the castle there. Here is the port with the tree and everything. It's on that map. And right here's all of our farms. So, yeah, and then we did find the Badlands finally. So we've been up there getting resources and getting that going. And yes, I have a castle full of horses right now. That's a later date kind of situation. But I'm going to get back to work and kind of catch you guys up here on a little bit more after a little while. Now, if you remember, I said that I had to do some updates to the bamboo farm. Well, it's much smaller, but fully automatic. And the storage is easy to get to. And this is just about a day's worth since I built it. I just built it yesterday, so, and not many people have been on. And this is the sugarcane. Yeah, I think we're doing good right now. Because that's since I collected it last, so I think we'll be good on resources for a little while. Especially thanks to the chunk loader dude. That's mighty helpful. This is what happens when your internet doesn't want to work, right? I'm officially stuck in a portal and can't get out. And knowing my luck, I'm going to spawn back in if I close out the game, and I'll be dead. Because that's just how this game likes to do me. Surprisingly, it did not. But That's actually a shocker. A complete shocker. Anyways. Okay, so here we are in the Badlands, and I'm going to try and keep recording even though I haven't been able to upload anything. I've been working still, but I haven't been able to upload. I'm having troubles uploading, that is, to YouTube or anything right now. I can't even live stream because our internet is now been out for or down and barely working, processing things at kilobyte speed since about 2 months ago, and they still haven't finished it or fixed it. So this is a portal that goes to the Nether. I'll show you guys that here in a second. I just kind of wanted to show you the little hut that I made here. It's got our fancy portals, and it's all lit up, all anti-spawn, and it's got everything anyone would need. Plus, I've got extra resources for any necessary, you know, slight build, big build, and then, of course, the stairs are a little bit further out. You can also reach those from here if you need to, but, you know. So I've got made this hut because I wanted to make sure that I was protective of everything in this game. Um, Hopefully this spawn coming in here doesn't lag me out again. We'll see. Okay, so we wound up on this side. And right now, okay, so where we spawned in at was actually the one of the um areas. Oh my gosh, the with the fungi and all that stuff. I can't even talk right now, so you know, shows you how tired I am. Um, I'm working a lot, but I've got all these resources here because we are actually going to be trying to build something here in the Nether. I don't know if it's going to work out or not. We're going to try it out though, and we're going to go from there. Right now, this is as far down as I have gotten. This is, of course, the ceiling. I did move everything up, so everything above here is bedrock. And I just flattened it out. I've been taking andesite down the walls, lighting it up as I go. But I'm currently waiting for other people to get online to help me out because I'll make sure I grab the right one here. I have a large drop here. And there's a lot of mobs. And when I tried to put down, okay, when I tried to put down sand or gravel to try and help me out, apparently it doesn't set on these blocks. So yeah, that didn't work out. And if you are on this side, it's pretty neat. Everything over there is red. And then if you jump over here and turn around, everything is a bluish haze. So it looks like I kind of got myself kind of tucked right in between a couple biomes. So that's actually going to make what we're going to do here hopefully work better. We'll see. But right now, I've just got to keep working on everything else as well. I have still struggling a little bit to get everybody else to do a lot. They do come on here and there. Augustus has helped me a few times, and Phoenix has helped me a few times. Zampy got on for a little bit, but nothing spectacular um, at this point. Let's go ahead and we'll head back through. Make sure that we get here first because with the internet lagging out, sometimes it can take a minute. Okay. And you can kind of tell how slow my internet is right now. This is horrible. So, yeah. So that's another one of our stops. And we have now a new stop added at the Mushroom Island. And I have been rather busy here as well. Um, One, I've pretty much flattened just a small corner of it because if you saw on the map, this is a large area. Um, and then I have a farm idea for the cows that I'm going to be trying out, something new and hopefully interesting. We'll see if it works. I'll record what I do on a different video and or maybe go live at some point with it. But I was able to, out of everywhere here, this is the cleanest I was able to get the chunks, except for this chunk right here, which is a slime chunk. So this chunk will turn into most likely our kill chamber slash collection spot for everything. So that way we don't have to worry about slimes spawning in anywhere where we don't want them to. X right here marks the center. And you're probably wondering why I have it this big. And the reason for that is because we have the chunk loader. So I'm going to be able to have a chunk loader sitting pretty much right here in the middle, but up high where I make the farms at, or farm at, and he will keep everything loaded in this whole area. So I'm looking forward to that. Sorry, don't mind me. I am still fighting a bit of a cold off. Now, something else that I have already done that I ended up getting some help from Augustus and Phoenix with, I managed to dig down and found a nice mine shaft cavern area that blended off really well. So I cleared everything out and I found some spider spawners that were next to each other. So we cleared everything out to where I'm at right now. And then I went in and cleared out this. Augustus did come in and help me with that. Phoenix and Augustus helped me with this because there was a wide open area there and we had mine shafts and everything else running through here. So there was a lot of mobs. So yeah, this is the spider spawner AFK spot. You really don't need a roof here because nothing's going to spawn. So basically you could see inside of there and you can hear the spiders going. And so what they're going to do, and I can do a live stream and ask questions if people want. Just make sure you make comments in below so I know that you guys want to see it. Or I can make a separate video. Just about this one. But it's pretty simple. And the spiders fall down. They die. And because I have water inside there pushing them, we also get the occasional glow squid. But The string is the big part that we're all excited for, that we need quite a bit of for quite a bit of things. You can go in here if you really, really want to, but it's not needed. And yeah, so again, I can show a video on how I did this and kind of go more in depth at another time. I'm just kind of doing a general update on everything I have been busy with the last couple of months while my internet has been on the fritz and while I'm unable to upload anything. So all of these videos are going to be loaded like back to back. So should be fun whenever I can actually upload them. So, and as you guys know, we are in the mushroom biome, and nothing will spawn in the mushroom biome that will intend to kill you on the surface. So that's another reason why I wanted to do the cow farm here that I'm planning on doing. Um, it also made it really good for me to be able to kind of single out the spider farm there and get it working pretty good. But I know I don't need to worry about coming up here and having anything jump on me. Over there is also marked out another slime chunk. Again, we don't need any more slime. We've got plenty. So yeah. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna head to the castle to kind of show you guys what I have been up to there. Alright, so I loaded in. I'm trying to get everything to hopefully load in here. I'm gonna go up because it'd be easier to start off here. So, if you guys look down, I built a beautiful walkway wall around the castle. I've also got horse pins, and there's also other things down there for the soldiers, to work on. I capped off these corners on this building here, or on the front part. Again, this is the mostly just the living quarters part of the building. I did manage to get a ceiling in over the ballroom as well as everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a flight around. Now over here, I do plan on adding a little bit more on this side and this side. Come on. Load in. There we go. I just think it's gonna look really neat. Um, Come on. You can kind of see a little bit of a touch there. And we'll go in and we'll venture on that a little bit more here in a minute. But I managed to get everything trimmed out, closed up, except for this tower, which Phoenix wants to work on himself. And both walkways go all the way to the water's edge on both sides. I'll go ahead and I'll slide into here so you guys can kind of see how I did this. Now, I didn't want it to look too, heavy set, ready for battle necessarily. So I kind of wanted to go a little bit more on the casual, nice look. So I went ahead and I made all this. And then you have the lovely little bridge that connects the two sides and goes back down over here. Same thing all the way to the water's edge. So, and then both of them, you have access down and out the door now. I also opened this up because the horses that were inside of the castle, and yes, that's glow lichen, but the horses are now all out here and in the stables. This guy has to be pinned down with the lead because he has already escaped once, and the horses are always trying to escape. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe it's not deep enough, but even the donkeys are doing it, so I don't know. I went ahead and covered this tree with glow lichen. I wanted to kind of have a little bit of vegetation in here, some flowers, nothing too fancy, just a little bit of something. So let's go ahead and we'll go up here. And I'm still kind of working out how I want the next set of stairs to go up to the next platform. I missed the block. All right. So let's go to the other side. Again, you can go in and out the tower if you imagine. You've got military troops, etc., etc. You've got hay bales, little punching bag. You've got your targets in different shapes and fashions and, stuff to have fun with. Even have this guy here. That's not how I posed him. There we go. So that's just something kind of funny, like the apple on the head thing. And then we can go up this way for right now and take a look at the next level because I haven't finished it yet. Ow. So I'm trying to light everything up with fire because, back in medieval times, they didn't, they had lanterns, and torches and stuff. They didn't have, electrical lighting yet. We're trying to think of a way to do this ground still. We're kind of tossing ideas. I've asked for assistance on it just because I didn't like what I was doing, but haven't gotten any help yet. So I might end up doing it by myself. We'll see. But yeah, so I've been, as you see, pretty occupied and really busy. I even have added, well, you probably can't tell that I've added, but I promise I've added to that. I've also taken from it, so. And then here I've so much digging out and everything else that's been going on, and oh, I've been so busy. And then let's go ahead and we'll go in here. I'm pretty much caught up with all of my, crafting things for right now. Large masses. But I did get the dining room done. And just so you guys know, that's all little bits of charcoal. I had to individually place one piece of charcoal at a time around this whole room just because it made it look better. And behind the walls, there is spots where there is glowstone, which is, or the sea lanterns, not glowstone, sea lanterns. So it's lighting up the room pretty well. I went ahead and added a large window over here to add extra lighting. I framed out the doors a little bit, added extra windows over here. And as you see, I made some chairs, mostly with trapdoors and a half slab there. etc. And then we climb up here and we look at the top of the table. So that's what we've got going on in the dining room. So that's something else I've been working on, keeping myself busy. Let's go ahead and that was close. As you guys remember, I was working. I told you guys that I finished ceiling to the ballroom. I still have some touch-ups to do, like, floating poles and stairs. I'll I'll get that taken care of. I have some wood beams that are gonna go in here, but gotta put that in. And if you check out the ceiling, but yeah. So I still have to add glass into these windows still here, but hey, at least it's done. I mean, there's that. Oh, and at nighttime, when typically you'd have your balls happening and everything, I also have firefly bushes all over the place. So they will add little white particles everywhere where they are. There's some there. I have some over there, over there. It's beautiful. I love it. It is a little bit dark. I'm still working on the lighting of the walls, but yeah, still working, getting things done. Let me get back here and I can jump in bed back here. All right, so I went ahead and I added some stained glass here. I'm trying to think of a couple things to do on this side and that side. Excuse me, I started yawning. But this will be the back area where we're planning on doing. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, we stay away from there. But we plan on doing like a nice little balcony or something out here that leads into a flower garden, rose garden or something, something like that. And then of course in here is the going to be the library. If you look up, that's pretty. And then this is what I've got going for the library shelves. Again, this is just so far. I've just been doing touch-ups here and there and updating things as I can. I do need to go get more leather and everything, which is also why I plan on doing the cow farm. All right, and back here at the slime farm, the big area where we have the majority of our farms. Augustus did start on the wool farm, but there's still quite a bit that's left to go. I've had him running around helping me out with so many other things. He just hasn't had the time when he's had the time to get on. So let me go ahead and before I do this, I do need to double check to see how this stuff is going because I've already had to mostly empty the majority of it once. Okay, good. I had to empty him down to like there, so yeah. So Augustus will get on to that when he gets a chance. I think, yeah, we're good on sugarcane for a while too. So that's going well. And I turned my magnet off because I don't want to be absorbing everything that I walk by. And then still keeping up on the amethyst. I think I actually have like another 9 or 10 buds I need to add down there. We were looking at a possibility for a manual farm, similar to what I used to do with cocoa beans, but I don't know if that'll work or not. Um, Something where I just flip a switch and it harvests what I can. And again, like I said, we don't need any more slime. We're fine for right now. So those 2 slime chunks that are at the mushroom area won't be necessary. So yeah. But anyways, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video here because again, we have no internet. I can't upload this yet. So it's just gonna be sitting on my hard drive for who knows how long until they fix it. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.